So hello everyone. I visited the Grand Egyptian Museum in Cairo, and during my visit I saw these wonderful baboons in a limestone from the 18th dynasty. They are in this worship position greeting the sun. The reason for this is that the ancient Egyptians, they believed that the baboons every morning they greet the sun during sunrise. The baboons were found in the Old Kingdom in the southern parts of Egypt. By the time of the Middle and the New Kingdom, they were not exist in Egypt anymore, and they brought them from Nubia and the land of Punt. During the pre-dynastic period, around 4000 BCE, there was a god named Babi or Baba, and it was worshipped by the ancient Egyptians. This could be translated to the pool of the baboons, and it was depicted as a baboon. Some people nowadays relate the word baboon to its origin from this ancient Egyptian god Baba or Babi. Around 2800 BCE, during the Old Kingdom, the baboon became connected with the god Thoth. This is the ancient Egyptian god of wisdom. This association between them can be because the baboon is perceived as an intelligent animal, and Thoth was the god of wisdom. Thoth was also the main guide of scribes in ancient Egypt, and it has been depicted also alongside people of this profession. And since that, you can see also many scribes' statues, they have baboons beside them, like the one we see now on the screen. So Thoth was believed to be a moon god, and because of that, the baboons are also sometimes depicted with the moon on their heads. Also, the baboons were related to another moon god, God Khonsu, and you can see some of the forms of Khonsu in baboons in his temple in Luxor. Yet another god also linked with the baboons in ancient Egypt is Re or Ra. The ancient Egyptians, they observed that the baboons would bark at the rising of the sun every day, and they raised their arm in an act of worshipping the sun. And this is why they related the baboons with the god Ra. Also, one of the four sons of Horus is Habi, which is believed to have a head of a baboon. This god was responsible for the protection of the land of the dead person. Baboons as sacred animals, they were kept in temples and they were cared by their priests. Also, rich people in ancient Egypt, they kept baboons, and there are some evidence that the baboons at this time were not treated well by all owners. The reason of this belief is that in modern time we found a cemetery with the remains of ancient Egyptian baboons that were kept once as pets. Found bones of the baboon suggest that they were beaten many times while they were alive. This cemetery is about 5,000 years old, and they suggest that it is from the time of pre-dynastic period and the beginning of early dynastic period. And the belief is that during the later times, like the Old Kingdom until the New Kingdom, the baboons were treated much better because the Egyptians had the experience, how to treat them, and how to keep them in line without being mistreated. Also, there were many mummies that were found for baboons at this time in ancient Egypt, which means that this animal was an important and sacred animal for the Egyptians at this time. Baboons were also participating in many human activities at this time. For example, they have been shown dancing, playing musical instruments, picking fruits, sometimes helping with making wine or beer, and also harvesting fruits from tall trees. This one you can see in a tomb from the 12th dynasty, sometimes competing with human for collection of the fruits. One task they have also is catching criminals, and here you can see in this picture there is some kind of a policeman who holds two baboons, and one of them he is catching the leg of a thief who is trying to steal something. So finally we end with the 12 baboons in Tutankhamun's tomb. They represent the 12 hours of the night, showing the concept of rebirth. They symbolize the journey of the sun god Ra through the underworld, each night parallel to the soul's journey after death. This nightly journey was seen as a necessary passage through challenges and gateways to be reborn at the dawn. The baboons were depicted greeting the reborn sun.